Houseblend?
G'day, all humans. Welcome back to Houseblend Season 2. It's your host, Cali Cap here, and today we're featuring Wulf performing Wisemind. Welcome to House Blend, Dream Wulf.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You put on probably the most energetic performance that we've seen in a different wavelength than all the bands that we've had so far this season. So thank you for just contributing your energy and sound to all the humans who are listening and watching.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. What point did you start gigging and doing shows in Portland or the Pacific Northwest?
I feel that's almost a two-part question because you got John and Jessica over here that have been Dream Wulf 100% since its birth, and then Zach and I are the newest members. So, yeah.
So when was the birth of shows for Dream Wulf?
Oh, so that one's another parter because we started in Austin.
Okay.
And we were called Sonny Sarko. Donnie Dark. We love Donnie Darko. So we were like Ronnie Rarko.
Connie Tarko.
Connie Carco. we went all the way
until we hit the S.
Sonny Sarko. And we were like, that's it.
Pretty good. That's it.
But that's where. And then we moved here.
We moved back here. And it was 2000 and the end of 2018 we moved back to the Pacific Northwest, and then January of 2019 is when we started really getting shows and really pushing it, and so
as Dream Wulf.
As Dream Wulf.
Yeah, well, that we've been Dream Wulf for a while though. That was a joke. Like we'd play acoustic in the forest and like we were Dream Wulf. It was just a joke.
It actually started as a joke. I was in a band called Dream Driver, and he was in a band called The Cunning Wolves.
No way.
Yeah.
So we just put our names together, starting this new project.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's cool.
And we were like just playing acoustic. That's what we did. And then...
And woofing.
Yeah.
Which is worldwide organic forming.
So at what point did it transform into the ensemble that is now with Zach and David?
Interestingly, Jessica's good friend Roderick, he contacted me and asked if I'd be up to recording an album on drums for this band that he knows that is looking to record a new album soon, and they needed a drummer. Their drummer left. I said, sure. I love doing music with all kinds of bands. I like being in the studio. I like just being a hired gun. So I said, sure. And he gave me Jessica's number, and I think he gave Jessica my number. And we started chatting. And then I don't know how I found this out, but then I realized that they didn't have a bass player either. And it just so happened that Zach and I were playing music together for the better part of a year in a practice space that I rented. He's actually a guitar player, a fantastic guitar player.
Yes.
Very, very good.
But he also has this amazing bass rig that wasn't getting any use at our spot. So I mentioned to them, I was like, hey, by the way, if you guys need a bass player, like my guy, Zach, here has all the equipment, and we are both in the same spot. So it just kind of worked out, and we started jamming, and it just clicked almost, I think, instantly. Like that first jam was just...
Yeah.
Magic.
I was nervous, but it clicked. Like we were able to read each other's musical languages, if that makes sense.
Nice. Yeah. If you could just like dive in more on like what that chemistry looked like as a duo that's familiar with each other and a duo that's familiar with each other, and how this new collaboration unfolds from the first jam to now.
I'm just gonna say I thought her voice was amazing, and John is a phenomenal guitar player.
Well, I mean. So my perspective from, just to dive back a little bit.
Yes.
He says to me, he goes, hey, do you know a band called Dream Wulf? I was like, yeah, they're fucking rad. I'd seen him a handful of times, and, one of my Portland favorites. And he goes, do you want to like jam with them? And I was like total like fanboy, just like what, because and it was so cool.
We
and
actually signed a record for him. And I
told him,
told him,
literal
I was like,
fanboy over here.
I was like, now you can sign your own record.
So lucky.
Like hand delivered it to me when the pandemic was getting weird. Like drove it to Woodland. Like it was so cool.
Wow.
But like the chemistry was like like really organic and, you know, easy, you know, right off the bat, just for rocking out. And yeah, I'm really happy to be playing with everybody.
After everything that happened with COVID, and you know, we were all basically told like us, you know, bringing together people and like really trying to like, you know, like inspire people to like, you know, that they can pursue anything in their dreams. Bringing people together was actually harming them, and I was really hurt and like just really lost feeling. And then, you know, my friend Roderick, he like brought you know, David and like Zach and into John and I's life, and it definitely restored a lot of my faith and some humanity that I needed to get back. I thought that it was incredible, and I think that it's incredible that the jams are so like tangible. Like you could literally experience synesthesia almost, where it's just like, you know, the way that like David will drum it, like the effect that like Zach will like be using this kind of like crazy guitar type of like pedal, but like with bass gives it this other dimension, which then inspires John, which then inspires me, and it's just, it felt really like polished already.
At one point, they knew the song better than me.
Yeah, that too.
And I was like, hold on, let me practice it first. And because they already knew it.
I had their 7-song.
Yeah.
I had the 7-song EP, I guess, right?
All things considered.
All things unconsidered.
Unconsidered.
All things unconsidered. Pardon me.
I had that on rotation for weeks, just drilling it into my head. Like when I'm at work, I'm earbuds in, or when I'm at home doing chores. Like, I want to make sure to be prepared, you know. But honestly, my humble opinion from the bottom of my heart is I feel like playing with you three makes me want to be a better musician, and it has made me a better musician. So
Thank you.
Doctor.
Us too.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Doctor.
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 Doctor. All Things Unconsidered, which released in 2019, is out now. You can buy it from them directly or check it out on streaming services. You've been categorized as kind of a psychedelic stoner grunge band. You know, with pandemic and all things aside, what does that scene look like in the Pacific Northwest whenever it is more community involved and more doors are open?
It's groovy.
It is groovy.
Yeah, it's starting. So like, the thing is, it's like the way. So we were in Austin, right? And psych scene there is amazing. Like, yeah, that's where it started. You know what I mean? 13th floor elevators. And it started to get heavy there, and then I was just like, we can do it a little heavier, or try, you know. And then I decided that I wanted to be known as like a Portland band instead of Austin band. I don't know why. I love Portland. Then we came here and I was like, let's make it.
Well, your roots are here.
Yeah.
You've been here for like 20 years.
And we all love this. We all love grunge.
Yeah.
We love heavy stuff, and then we also love just melodic. So we just combined it.
And I'm really in love with how Dream Wulf has evolved.
Yeah, for sure.
Since Zach and I have become members of the group.
Dynamics.
The dynamics are just, it's just so great to hear in person from experience how a band can evolve just from, you know, going through member changes.
Yeah.
And just the positivity, and I love it.
Yeah.
I think we love playing music here because the Portland music scene is just so it's so saturated with like extremely good music. And there's so many artists that like when you go and you see them or you play with them, you're like, wow, holy moly, Spinoli. Like you just
Spinoli.
that just like came out of your soul, and it's just such a awesome thing to like be amongst such a like awesome community with such awesome bandmates.
Those are your neighbors.
They're your neighbors.
Those are your neighbors.
Thank your neighbors.
I feel like Portland is one of the most accepting cities of all music.
Yeah.
I mean, from A to Z. I've never been in a better city than Portland to play music in. everyone's just so nice and accepting of everything, and
They're real.
they're real. They're real, and that's hard to find.
I used to live in Los Angeles.
Gross.
And
No offense to anybody, but I grew up in California too. and-
there's definitely like there's nothing like Portland.
No.
Basically.
Hey, that's where dreams happen. Okay.
That's also
That's where
true.
Disneyland's at.
So you have a pretty mesmerizing brand with the eye of Dream Wulf. Could you briefly tell us about what that represents for the band?
I really love eyes.
She draws it all the time.
Since I was a child, I just always have been drawing eyes. It's funny though, because if I start to, try to put two eyes together, one eye looks like a lot different than the other. But I've always been practicing eyes. I think that they're the windows to the soul. They're all of your emotions and all of your memories and all of your dreams and all of your pains. And I think they're beautiful. And so it just made sense to us.
It's your fourth eye.
Yeah. It's your 11th eye.
11. Very good.
We hope you enjoy your inner eye and the performance with Dream Wulf.
Smoking caterpillar has given you the call.
we are going to move on to the next segment of our program called the Cali Cap. So you may know each other pretty well, but you may not know everything about each other. The Cali Cap is where we're going to take a random array and assortment of questions out of this cap here for you to pick out and then ask one of your bandmates, and then you just pass it along and you continue to pick questions out to ask each other. So David, if you will just start us off, please, and pick any of your bandmates to ask any of these questions. Our only request is to not load all the questions onto one person and have some variety.
Ooh.
Jessica.
That's me.
That's her.
Okay. I like this. Not often people pick the person before the question, so I like this format.
Well,
I think it's better too. Yes.
so I asked the question.
You ask Jessica the question.
On the mic.
On the mic. Where's the most exotic place you've seen a wolf in real life?
Whoa, what the actual fuck though? That's cool. That's Wulf and then Dream Wolf. I didn't actually see it, but he and we were in the San Pedro forest, and we were driving around, and all of a sudden we heard howling, and we got out of the car and we started howling back, and shortly after the wolf stopped howling. But that's the story.
Awesome.
Thank you.
The hat passes.
Yes, it would be your turn now. Pick any of your bandmates.
All right, John.
Okay. Do this.
Dun dun dun.
What is your favorite? Oh, what is your favorite unusual sound?
A brown noise. So I have to calibrate my speakers when I'm mixing, and I have to calibrate it to brown noise. It's a little different from a lot of the other noises, but it calibrates my speakers. So that's a pretty unusual.
It's different than the brown note, right?
Or white noise and pink noise. There's all kinds of, but the brown
I had
noise.
a sleep app that had those
Yeah.
kind of things on it, like different colored noises.
Yeah, brown noise.
It's kind of soothing.
Pretty unusual because I listen to it a lot.
Yeah, I've slept to that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're not brown nosing.
Don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Zach.
All right.
Drum roll. What's a normal ritual or routine that people do in public that is always funny to watch?
I'm just trying to think of rituals that I see in public.
It's been a while.
Like
A
picking up dog
ritual.
poop.
Is that a ritual?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a dog, you're gonna walk around and oftentimes pick up their dog's poop. It's pretty interesting.
If you're not picking up your dog poop,
Ritual, public
Fuck
ritual.
pick up your dog poop.
I mean, I do appreciate when people pick up dog poop, but I've never viewed it as a ritual. I mean, maybe.
Or routine.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're going routine, I mean, maybe just if I'm not like, like if I'm just driving and then like watching the way other people drive. Okay, here we go. So I've had to drive a lot for different jobs, and I'm pretty like conscientious of like the flow of traffic and whatnot. And I see, when some people, the way they drive, just trying to get ahead of everybody, but they don't do it like in ways that make sense. So they make a point to get ahead of you, but you can already tell from where the cars are on the freeway that they're not gonna be able to do it. And I don't anymore. I don't do the thing where you speed up to stop them. I just watch it happen to them. Like you gotta separate. That kind of. You got to drive like a respectful person, but I just watch other people kind of trip up on it and not really understand they're kicking and screaming ain't going to do anything for them. So I don't know. Was that a ritual?
Yeah, that works. Thank you.
All right, David.
Johnny.
You ready? Which nursery rhyme do you think would be better if it were written as a horror murder mystery? This is for you.
Oh, a nursery rhyme. I don't remember how this nursery rhyme went, but I do remember in German class in high school, our teacher said that a lot of nursery rhymes evolve from gruesome stories from way back when. So I think Rumpelstiltskin would be an interesting one.
Because he probably did murder a lot of people. Because, like, he was...
It would, I just think...
He was a weirdo.
I think it, it'd be better than, like, I don't know, what other fucking nursery rhymes are there? Mary had a little lamb. Like, it'd be way better. Well, that could be cool too. But I'm gonna stick with Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Thank you. Then we'll go back to David.
Oh, I put it back.
Oh no!
It's okay.
One thing you don't do.
Yeah.
Did you pull the right one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
It was unfolded, so
Ah.
you can tell by texture. Okay. Yeah, that's you for next time. Zach. What is a dream you had as a child you were able to see come into fruition?
So I feel like that I've like maybe like dreaming, I kind of think that it feels like I tap into like some other realm or dimension, or like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain that stuff, but I think there's something a little more to it than just your brain working stuff out. I kind of feel like there's something else going on, and I've since I was a kid, I've had dreams where I'll only recognize them when I'm back in the dream, but like reoccurring sort of things where I'm in a certain kind of place, and then like later in life I recognize it from the dream or a certain kind of person, but like it's like and it might even look different, but I remember, like I feel like I like recognize them because there's some kind of energy from that dream, or so yeah, I don't know, like
That's trippy.
yeah, so maybe just kind of like just I think that stuff for me has kind of fit into
Interesting.
just kind of people and places, but not always in the same ways, but it's like this feeling of like recognition or something.
Deja vu kind of ish.
In a way, yeah, but
That's good.
oh, I have the hat.
Yes.
This went more serious
The
than you
beanie
thought.
is really soft. by the
Yeah.
way.
Thank you.
Jessica, in 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
That's a big question. I feel like there's two different ways that there's a lot of different ways that anything can go, but I'm really hoping for that, like the re-renaissance happens and that there's just music and art. So I'm really hoping that people are not nostalgic about music and art, because it's part of this like grand future where like art and music and science and education is like at the forefront of everybody's actions.
It's like ever evolving.
So I think probably just in general, people will be like nostalgic for childhood memories and like things that they once had but no longer have present with them. But who am I to say? I live here.
We'll check back. We'll check back in 40 years if this is still on the internet, and we'll see you in 40 years.
Excellent.
Oh, it will be on the internet.
Yes.
Mark your calendars.
I'll be 77.
As long as nobody bit your finger and it gets taken off and sold as art, they will still be there.
Oh, good point.
I have a hat for you.
Thank you. I have a hat here.
Yes.
John. What the fuck? That's crazy. Who's your favorite left-handed artist? I didn't make that up.
You?
Aww.
That's
Yeah,
so
awesome.
sweet.
It's adorable.
Dude, she is so artsy. We were like, the other day, we were laying down, we were like, what the fuck happened to our lives? Why are we just doing this stuff? And I was like, hey, wait a minute. You're artsy. Like, we do art all the time.
It's true.
It's like nothing. It's getting better. Yeah, let's look at the bright side.
Yeah.
It's not actually getting worse. But, it's so mundane. You go to work, blah, 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 and you so, when it's time to Netflix, you're just like, what the heck is happening here?
Yes.
I think that art helps with the, that perspective and reshifting towards the realization that instead of it getting worse and instead of it being mundane, it's actually always improving and always evolving.
Yeah, everything improves. Yeah.
For the audience at home that might be aware, how many left-handed people are on set today?
You know what?
Yeah, you are.
You're
left-handed.
I'm the abomination that does both.
I'm
So
struggling
that's-
to count.
That's half. That's 50%.
four.
That's
That's 3 in front of the camera, and then Miles, who you may not see, is also left-handed as well. If you're
50%.
left-handed,
That's crazy.
50% of people on set are left-handed. If you're left-handed, let us know in the comments, and let us know who your favorite left-handed artist may be. Is it Jessica from Dreamwolf, or is it someone else?
All right, Jessica, here we go.
I think that. Wait, am I about to say something wrong? Isn't Jimi Hendrix left-handed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Fun fact, so is Travis Barker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, Jessica, in one sentence, how would you sum up the internet? Ooh. One sentence. Not a run-on. One.
The internet is a tool, and we have to use and not abuse ourselves with it.
Amen. Amen.
The internet is a tool that we have to use and not abuse ourselves with it.
I know that didn't make any sense.
It works.
No,
It
that
works.
makes sense.
It
to me.
works.
I've abused myself with the internet.
Everyone has in this.
I've used the internet to abuse myself.
I can see now. we are just
for free
internet.
or for a monthly fee?
All for free. All for free.
Back in the day, there was monthly fees.
Well, back in the day, the internet didn't fit in between the mattress either. Dreamwolf, do you have any parting words for the humans that may be listening at home or tuning in?
Make some art.
Be kind.
Rewind.
I was thinking that as I was.
Thanks for watching Houseblend and our faces and our masks.
That you can't see.
Well, thank you, Dreamwolf. And thank you, all humans, for once again tuning in for Houseblend Season 2. My name is Cali Krajic, and this is House Blend.